Hey, it's K-Bar user again. I got a hold of Drew over at, excuse me. I got a hold of Drew over on Ontario Knives. And I asked him about some knives to review. Well, you've seen the review of the RTAC. And I do apologize. I kept saying it was a rat something or another. Got them confused. There's a whole lineup of them. But that was an RTAC too. So what he said to me is, well, you're a K-Bar user. And I was like, yeah. He said, we got a perfect knife for you. That's the 498 combat knife. So, okay. Didn't know what it was. Well, it turns out it's an Ontario version of the K-Bar. Now, they call it a 499. And just for a little back history, during World War II, K-Bar was farmed out to Camillus, Ontario, of course, K-Bar. PAL knives were making them, their own version. But anyway, so we got talking. He said to me, this knife is as military spec. So this knife is made to military spec. Same steel, same everything. Same, length, grind, everything. So there it is. They sent it to me, along with the RTAC. So, quick review on the knife. 1095 steel, 7-inch blade. Does have a false edge that I took the edge off of. It did come sharp. Nice leather stacked handles, deep groove serration, so you can get a good purchase on the knife. It holds in your hand very well. I've tried it wet, and it works really good wet too. Rat tail, tang. Pommel is pinned in place and screwed onto the rat tail. Instead of everything else, you can't really see it, but right here it says USA or US Ontario. These knives are US made. So anyway, like I said, it's got a 7-inch blade. It's made of 1095 high carbon. It's got a saber grind on it, very sharp. I've seen some reviews on it. Few people say it's not a bushcrafting knife. I'm sorry to tell you, but these knives have seen 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wars so far, and they're still going. I carried one for 5 years of hard service, and camping, fishing, hunting, hiking, and they can't be beat. It does have a phosphorus coating on the blade. It's like a black powder coating. The guard here, the choil, or yeah, not the choil, but the guard anyway, I forget the name of it. It's unlike the K-bars, although the same thickness. K-bars are kind of bent backwards. This is straight up and down, so in a combat situation, you still have the ability to protect your fingers and parry a thrust. So that's the Ontario 498 combat knife. Now, let's see what it will do. This is that piece of oak that I've been beating on. Like I said, it is seasoned for, oh God, at least 20 years. I don't condone batoning, but this is a rat tail knife. It shouldn't baton anyway, right? Oh, would you look at that? It's still in my hand in one piece. Amazing. It started right off on a knot here. That wasn't a good thing. Usually helps if you hit the knife. look at that. Still in one piece and it's still in my hand. Amazing, isn't it? No chips on the blade. No visible cracks on the blade. So, the Ontario 498 combat knife. This is not exactly the best stuff to feather stick with, but neither is a saber grind. But this again is a designated combat knife. It's not exactly a bushcrafting specific knife. And I am not a feather sticker in the first place, so but will it make them? Yeah, it'll make them. Let's see here. Straps, you need a number 7 notch. There it is. Got to clean it up a little bit. There you go. Bushcrafting? Of course. Powder coating's holding up well, really. I mean, it's wearing down, it's losing its grit. So, that's the knife. The sheath is a leather sheath. One retention strap on top. Basically the same design as we all see with the K-bars. So this is made in military spec, so I would expect it to be just about the same. Nicely stitched. Nice rivets, just like the World War II model, honestly. Leather is a decent quality. With all K-bars, Ontarios, Cameliuses. Right here, where the point of the knife hits, it usually points through the case sooner or later. These all get floppy, you know, as leather works in it gets tender, so to say. So if I own this knife and I'm going to use it for hardwood use, like I did back when, from these first 2 rivets down, we used to take a piece of thin aluminum or any kind of a metal that can be painted, of course, or dulled up, and we used to rivet it just below these 2 rivets here, so that when the point of the knife does point through, it's not sticking into your leg or stabbing you in the face, because a lot of times they were carried as such. So that's the knife in the sheath. Like I said, my last review of an Ontario was on the RTAC 2, and I do apologize to Ontario and my subscribers. I kept calling it a rat. It's an RTAC 2. It's a beast of a knife. We'll be bringing an update by the end of the summer on both of these knives. I'll be using them over the summer. Like I said, I'm just about done my knife reviews and stuff. Although, I've had a lot of people since that RTAC review come back and say to me, hey, you know, we really like the knife reviews because, you know, you don't BS us with knives and try to make them look all magical and whatnot, and a lot of people want them knife reviews. So if I get enough response from them, I will keep doing the knife reviews periodically. I really do want to get back out in the woods and at least get a couple of trips in this year at least. The house and the yard and everything that I've been doing is almost done, so yeah. So we'll be bringing you a review by the end of the summer on these knives because they're phenomenal knives for the price range. The RTAC 2's in $119 price range. You can pick them up for see them as little as $75. These Ontario K-bars, $57 I believe is what I seen on the website. For that price range, you can't beat it. And I'm sure you can find them cheaper somewhere else, whether it be eBay or Amazon. But yeah, you know, you're looking for a K-bar. This is a K-bar. You don't have to have the name K-bar. Remember, they were farmed out. A lot of people made them. And they're all made to the same specs. So one is one and one is the other. The handles might be a little different. This one's got a little better purchase than my K-bar as far as being able to get my hand around it good and tight to where it's not going to slip, which I do like that. So yeah, we'll be doing some definite reviews. Oh, I've got to show you this. I really do. This is a metal table that I've been working on. Y'all have seen it before. Let me see if I can get the camera on it. Right here, you can see the tip of that knife. Right at the very tip of that knife is a hole in the metal. You see that? Right at the very tip of the knife. Sorry, I had to take it off the tripod. I just put the tip of that knife through that table. And there is no visible damage. Let me get it in there one more time, see if I can get it. That it? Yeah, that's it right there. And there is no visible damage to that tip of that knife. I do not need to say any more about that. Alright, so this is K-bar user. I want to thank you for your time and your patience. If you liked the video, hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, please do. And the Ontario Combat Knife. Yeah, it's a great one. You all have a good day.